Welcome back. This is Mr. Hassan's Maths channel. Now I'm on question number 24 from this paper, the specimen paper part B from the 2025 IGCSE Cambridge syllabus. This is paper 2, the non-calculator paper. And this question here is about rearranging the formula to make P the subject. So we're going to make P the subject of this formula. Now this is a type of question where you have two terms, or two kind of terms with the P in it. So we have to deal with it in this particular way. So first step is, let's get rid of the fraction. That should always be your first step. Get rid of the fraction so that you can deal with everything properly and things can be freed from this fraction. So the first thing I would do is I'd multiply both sides by 2 minus py. Not one side, but both sides. 2 minus py multiplied by both sides. In this case, you'll end up with d times 2 minus py. And here you'll end up with 2p plus 3. They will cancel out. Okay, now I want to free this p from the bracket so that I can combine it with its its friend, the p on this side. So I'm going to multiply the bracket. So I'll expand the bracket. So d times 2 is 2d. And d times minus py is minus dpy. Try to keep things in alphabetical order. That's always better. Okay, is equal to 2p plus 3. Not much I can do with that side. Let me just write that a bit neater. Minus dpy. dpy. So now I want to bring the y terms together on one side. I could bring them on this side, or I can bring them together on this side. Now, if I bring them together on this side, I'll get like negative dpy minus 2p, and it looks a bit messy. So what I'll do is I'll keep this side for the p's, because the p should be on one side and everything else the other side. So I'm going to add dpy to both sides. So I'll end up with the p's on this side. On this side, I've already got 2d, and here I want to get rid of the 3, so I have to subtract 3 from both sides. Now I've got the p's together on one side. What do? There's two terms. Well, if I only want one term, then what I can do is I can take out p as a factor. So I have 2 plus dy on this side. This side, you can't do much with it, 2d minus 3. And finally, we can say p is equal to, we can divide both sides by 2 plus dy. So we end up with 2d minus 3 over 2 plus dy. Okay, so you end up with 2d minus 3 over 2 plus dy. Okay, so there is the answer to this question. Now, if you had decided at this stage, supposing we had decided to, let me just put this over here. At this stage, somebody might have decided, let's bring the y's on this side, the p's on this side. In that case, they would have minus dpy minus 2p equals 3 minus 2d. And they would have taken out, for example, p as a factor, minus dy, and you'll have minus 2 equals 3 minus 2d. And they'll have p equals 3 minus 2d over minus dy minus 2. That would also be correct, but it looks a bit more messy, but that would also be correct. Okay, it's exactly the same as this, except if you multiply both the top and bottom by minus 1, you'll get this. So both of them are correct. This looks neater, but that's also correct. So if you wrote something like that, it's also correct. That's why it says or equivalent to the question. This or equivalent. This is equivalent to that. It's just, the numerator and denominator has to be multiplied by minus 1, you'll get this. Okay, so there's the answer to question number 24. Other questions from this particular paper can be found in the playlist that will appear on the top right of the screen at the end of the video. Other questions from the topic of algebraic manipulation can be found in the playlist that will appear on the bottom right of the screen at the end of the video. And that's from the new syllabus. From the old syllabus, still the questions are very relevant. You'll find the old playlists for this same topic in the playlist over here, the link over here. You can subscribe to my channel by clicking on the link at the top. Thank you for watching and see you soon.